you get pregnant and you have a baby, your first baby, a lot of those friends, they don't reach out as much. Like, you don't hang out with them as much
Yeah.
you did before, even at all. It's like, oh, I can't wait for the baby to get here. I can't wait for the baby to get here. And then, where y'all? Where did y'all
Where
go?
everybody at?
Ghost.
But I feel like for
No,
me
for real.
personally, I have had friends that were literally we were only friends for a season due to the things that we were doing. So once I outgrew going out, going to the club, getting drunk, X, Y, and Z, baby, I don't know the last time I heard from them people. And I honestly don't want to hear from them. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
Being the friend that you want to be is just all you need to do. And then if somebody's going to reciprocate that, then that's going to be fine. And if you feel like your friend isn't, then being vocal and like what you want out of that friendship.
Right.
But you can't make somebody do something within the friendship that they don't want to do.
Okay. You should. I gotta sing my little song. And we
Yeah,
back.
girl, do your thing.
And we back. 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 Oh, my eyes watering. We are
Hey.
back with another episode of the You're Done podcast. It's your girl, Big Desto, not the little one.
And your girl, Be More, Nevertheless. And we got a guest. Yes.
Yay.
This is Monique, y'all. I call her Mo. Oh, Monique. I don't know. I use it interchangeably. Yeah, Moby.
A lot of different names.
A lot of different names. If you know her, use whatever name you use. But, just be correct when you come for her, okay? But nonetheless, I haven't known Monique since, the 7th grade? 6th grade? 7th?
20-some years.
Too long. Mr. Davis ain't really do that great with math, y'all. So
I'm crying.
we've been knowing each other for a very long time. But I'm going to give y'all a little background for those who don't know. My girl is a high school registered nurse navigating the chaotic lives of teen hormones. Ooh, bless your soul. Strained body parts. And daily, I need a break from class visits. By evening, morning, afternoon, midday, all the things. She's a proud mom of 3 to 2 boys and a bonus girl, a girlfriend, and no matter which mode she's in, she's fueled by caffeine and love, trying to keep everyone healthy, happy, and out of trouble. Ain't that the truth? How we doing in that
You should
area?
be tired.
Every day is a struggle.
Every day is a struggle. But you doing great, though. Yes. Yeah, we hanging in there. But this is a great episode because we always tell y'all, we come up with the topics, and then y'all know in season 5, we didn't have no guests. But that's our business, okay? Season 6, we got guests. And I had reached out to Monique to ask her to be on the podcast. And usually we like to ask people if they have any topic they would like to talk about, just because sometimes they come up with topics that Destiny and I never think of. Monique was like, no, not really. But she wanted to be on the podcast, which was very exciting. And at the top of the year, I remember her being in our group text saying that she wanted to be more of an intentional friend. And she actually used the word intentional. So I was like, I actually had wrote a topic for us to do about having intentional friendships. So I was like, this is perfect timing. And here we are.
I was reading all the notes that's on the topic, and I was like, because Brittany wrote all of this. She said, the difference between friendships built on proximity, routine, or seasons versus shared values. And then she put, when convenience keeps us connected longer than alignment, and why some friendships fade when life changes. Like kids, growth, boundaries. She got pretty deep. I don't even know where to start.
Well, I did, because I feel like when I lived, when we was in high school, I felt like, we didn't have no choice but to hang out because we had classes together. We played damn near every sport together. Yeah. And then we went off to college. She went to SFA. I went to TW. And then from there, I moved out of the state. And then I just kind of felt like everybody that was in our friend group, of course, I don't live here. So I didn't hang out. So it was no point in me being in a group text. I mean, I was in it, but then it was just like, what am I responding to? I can't attend none of this. And so I kind of felt like when I got back, I felt like I was trying to rebuild those friendships, or I felt like maybe, do I know them? Do I not know them? What are we sharing? What are we talking about? Where are they in life? Are we on the same page? Are we not on the same? Who freaking knows at this point?
Right.
And so I don't know, but when talking to Monique, I always, even when we was in college, I remember coming to visit you, and I just always feel like whenever we sit and talk or text or whatever, it's just like we never skipped a beat. Yeah, it's just like, oh,
Skip the beat.
I could not talk to her for 2 years and then talk to her and be like, let me get you caught up and some cliff notes, and then we right back on track. And he goes, yeah. So I know you haven't necessarily left, I don't want to say left Lamarck like you ain't been nowhere, but like you haven't left our,
Haven't gone far.
yeah. And our friend group has always been pretty close, whether they're in Houston or whatever the case may be. So like, how you navigate friends? I'm pretty sure you done dropped a few along the way, but oh, she don't want to cut nobody out.
Like so many friends, and it's like with each life change, I
Mhm.
guess you would say, like they fade away. Like I've had pretty much the same friends since middle school,
Yeah.
all up until the time I had a baby.
Okay.
You get pregnant and you have a baby, your first baby, a lot of those friends, they don't reach out as much. Like you don't hang out with them as much
Yeah.
you did before, even at all. It's like, oh, I can't wait for the baby to get here. I can't wait for the baby to get here. And then, where y'all? Where did y'all
Where
go?
everybody at?
Ghost. Yeah.
And so it's kind of start to see like with different life changes, the ones who actually stick around,
Yeah.
who actually mean, I don't want to say mean their friendship, but are more, what's the word I'm looking for? Intentional,
Yeah.
maybe, with their friendship versus people that just hung around because we went out for drinks or we would go out to
Yeah.
eat, like those fun friends versus those life friends.
Friends. Yeah. I don't ever think that I actually thought about having like, I just assumed like who's my friends was my
Was
friends.
my friends. Like
Yeah.
you think that, but then reality starts to hit. It's like, hey, I ain't talked to this person
In
in
a long time.
such time, and then you reach out to them. And it's like you reach out to different friends. It's like, okay, we're gonna meet up this day. We're gonna meet up, and those meetups never happen. So it's like,
And never leave the group chat.
right,
Lame.
I feel like a lot of the times that's because like as you grow and like become a mom and stuff like that, the things that y'all value are like
Yeah.
different. Like you're
yeah,
not that friend. Like you're like not the first friend they think of anymore when it's like, oh, I want to go out on X, Y, and Z. It's like, oh, well, she got a kid, you know. So it's like I feel like a
Yeah.
lot of times people, and maybe it's and I think that also just stems from them not being the friend that you thought they once were for all
right,
along. Because if they were a genuine friend, that's like, cause like I'm the second friend in my friend group to have kids, but I have a friend like Bria. She has 2 kids, and it never was a thing of being like, oh, Bria, you can't come because you got kids. Like that makes no sense. If that's your friend, you would still want them to be, engaged in
Yeah.
everything that y'all have going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, like she could get a babysitter. That kid got a daddy. I'm confused. She can come. I don't know.
that ain't always available. That's
Right, but hers was.
whole nother topic.
But I feel like for
No,
me
for real.
personally, I have had friends that were literally we were only friends for a season due to the things that we were doing. So once I outgrew
Yeah.
going out, going to the club, getting drunk, X, Y, and Z, baby, I don't know the last time I heard from them people. And I
No.
honestly don't want to hear from them. We ain't got nothing to talk about.
No. I don't think I outgrew. Y'all know I don't be picking up friends. I done mentioned this a lot of times. Like I moved out of state and I was like, I got friends at home. I really don't need y'all. And along the way, I did like, I have like
Yeah,
2 or
you-
3. Yeah, I got a few, that live in North Carolina and people I, met in college. And actually 2 of my really good friends I did meet in college and we still chit chat to this day. But it's just interesting because I don't know if like once I had kids, if I grew out. One of the interesting things is that I met people once I got married because Bree was in the military. So then I would have friends. And so those women trying to get to know me, that was interesting. Cause then one girl was like, we was hanging out, thought everything was cool. And then she wanted to go do something. And she was like, oh, I didn't invite you because I thought Bree wouldn't allow you.
What?
And I was like, you're not my
Allow.
daddy, right? His name is not Daryl. What are we doing here? And then it was just interesting because then I made a comment and she was like, oh, I didn't know you had that size. And it's like, I was like, is she trying to figure me out? You trying to read me? But I've also always been like the smiley type. And so most people are like, she's the friendly one.
Bubbly.
You know, until you piss me off. And then I'm like, and you took it too far. And so I just kind of feel like because I didn't want to have to do all that, I don't need you trying to be like, we don't have to do this like relationship thing. Like I got a man, I don't need you. I got a friend at home. I just kind of stopped making friends. So it was kind of refreshing to come home and then hang out. But like I said in the beginning, I was like, I don't really know where I fit into my friendship group,
Same spot
right?
you was in before.
And so now it's been nice. And I feel like you've reached out more here lately than I think we've done. And I think I've done the same. And I probably mentioned before, I think I've mentioned before on the podcast, I've dropped your name a few times on the podcast, where I have just said, I don't think it's always the other friends. It's sometimes ourselves feeling like, well, maybe we don't, like, I didn't feel like I fit into the group. So then I was like, well, I don't know what to share, what not to share. So it really wasn't on you guys to be like, hey, let's make her feel welcome. It was me also not contributing to anything.
Yeah, but you still needed to feel welcome, like moving back and then moving back with a family that's different because when you left,
yeah, it was just me.
So it's like making you feel comfortable to say that, hey, now I am a wife, I'm a mother, like, but I can still hang out with y'all.
Yeah.
But I gotta go home.
Yeah.
I can't be out all night with y'all.
No, for real.
Be on 5, 6, 7, hours. I can't do that.
Yeah.
So it's like I wanted you to feel comfortable to come back because our friend group is weird. It's different. It's like we come together, we do these 2, 3 hours, and then everybody go back about their lives. And it's like, when's the next time we're gonna talk to each other and see each other? Like even our group text messages, we don't text as much as we used to.
Yeah.
We used to be in a group text message every day, every
Yeah.
week. Now it's like, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I ain't talked to y'all in about 3, 4 weeks. Just checking in. But yeah, pretty much wanted you to feel, back at home. Like we are your people. So it should make you feel comfortable to come back and be
Very true.
comfortable.
That's true. I feel like you've done that.
It's hard for you, like, especially like being pregnant and having a baby. Like, it's hard because it's like I'm in this house with this baby by myself most of the time. It's like I don't have nobody. Just you want to have that little bit of a, I guess, female companionship, if that makes sense. So that you know you're not in this by yourself.
Yeah. Because it was nice when you actually FaceTime. Because so she bought Deuce the cutest little toy set. It was like a Toy Story onesie. And I tried to remember like who bought what outfit, even though I didn't really do a great job of that. And then I would try to text them a picture of the baby. And because y'all know babies, they wear the outfit once and then they grow tomorrow and then they not wearing the outfit no more.
Especially
I was like,
Deuce.
let me see. Yeah. I was like, you done seen his thighs. Then he thickums, okay? So I sent it to her and she FaceTimed me. And I ain't gonna lie, when I saw that it was a FaceTime, I was like, she is FaceTiming me. Okay, we talking. And it literally made my day because I had just been sitting on the couch. Right. And so I was like, so when she did that, it also made me reflect on like, how do I reach out if her sons are having, we all do the birthday parties because all our kids' birthdays are literally in the same month. It's a little creepy. I ain't gonna lie. But I'm like, but what are we doing outside of, oh, it's my kid's birthday.
Right.
Outside
of being a mom.
Yeah. Right. And so I'm like, I like when we get the random text messages, but I'm also, again, in my head, because I'll see something on like Instagram, because I'm really not on Facebook. Yeah, I'm a fraud on Facebook. Facebook is connected to Instagram, and whatever I post on Instagram, just go to Facebook. I'm not there. Yeah.
I'm a Facebook girl. I'm always on Facebook. I post something like, oh, it did the Instagram.
Yeah,
Okay.
my bad. And so I don't know. When you did that, it made me like look at myself to see how am I reaching out? How am I being a friend? And then when I'm always with Destiny, she has a large group like we do.
Mhm.
And I'm like, they always together, they always cheering each other on. Somebody showing up for something, somebody paying for somebody else. It's almost like you have a sisterhood. I
Yeah.
mean, I love Brian, I love Kaylin, I love everybody. Top notch sister, but I love y'all too, and y'all real
That's our
sisters.
sister.
I get a little jealous, okay? But they have a really close group, and it's so cool to see that if I did get busy, she would still have somebody, you know? And I was like, what do we do? Do we make each other feel that way? That if if you couldn't reach out to your aunt or your mom or somebody, do you ever feel like, oh, I could reach out to Brittany, she ain't gonna be judging me, I can talk to her about whatever? Or is it just, well, I just been knowing her for all these years, so
You know,
we'll see.
honestly, I'll not to to take offense to it, but like I don't need when I need stuff, my friend group doesn't even cross my mind.
Okay.
Because I feel like everybody has their own things going on. Like if it
Yeah.
was an emergency and I just, had to find somebody, of course I'd send text to the group. But honestly speaking, I don't even think of
Yeah.
the group message. Like, hey, I need this. Unless, like we do that when we're doing like fundraisers and stuff
Yeah.
like that. But like for the example you gave, no.
No. See? And sometimes I be thinking, is that a little weird that we don't do that? I mean, I
think
guess we
it
all
is.
do it, but is it weird that we do it?
I think it is.
Because
Like, so, okay, example. When I had Kylan, Kenneth was like, you always in your group message. I mean, none of your friends showed up. None of them came by and offered to, just see the baby, do anything. And I was like, we talking the group message.
Yeah.
And he was like, but even my friends, they dudes, they came by. I
Yeah.
was like, well, I didn't invite them over, I guess you would say. Like, of course, it's always that open invitation, like, y'all come by whenever, but I
Yeah.
didn't, like, verbally say, hey, y'all come over, come see the baby, come
Yeah.
thing. I don't know, in my mind, I think that's always there. Like, my friends should know they come over whenever they want to, but I've never verbalized to say, like, just pop up.
Yeah.
Like,
I think I'm always like intruding on someone's space.
right.
So then I don't do it. But like that's what I'm saying. Why at least it's not just me that feels that way, because I was like, am I being weird that I didn't show up, that I didn't come by, that I don't
Right.
just show up? But I'm like, I don't show up to
I
nobody
mean,
house
you
but my
don't
mama
just
house.
yeah, I don't think it's about just showing up. But like when my friend had a baby, I was like, I'm gonna give you your little few weeks to get acclimated and stuff, but I'm waiting on a day for you to invite us over to see the baby. That's how it was for me and my friends. But I will say that I
Okay.
also went through a season where like I moved away for the first time, like for real, and I didn't tell
Yeah.
nobody but Bria and Caleb and like Kevin and like people like they had my location, I think, but no, I didn't like verbally say, "Hey, y'all, I'm moving across the country." I even with Bria and Kayla, I just sent them a screenshot of a one-way ticket to Charlotte. I never just it was to me,
Oh, see?
and they was mad. They was like, "Destiny, be for real." But that was me like telling you, I don't know. But then when I moved back and people like we talked about it, like all the friends got together and we had a conversation and they were like, "Why didn't you say anything?" And I was like, I didn't think it was that big of a deal. I personally didn't feel like nobody would care that much. Like, okay, Destiny moves, whatever.
Yeah.
But having that open conversation and hearing what they had to say made me realize that, oh, my friends do kind of care about me more than I thought they did.
Yeah.
So it made me
Yeah.
show up more. It made me feel like I can do X, Y, Z. Because I'm the type of person, I'm not all like, huggy, huggy, touchy, touchy. Like, I love my friends
No.
and I'll like, I'll say I love you sometimes, but it ain't like I know some people that'll get off the phone every time and be like, okay, I love you, bye. I just
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Don't make
I
it
ain't with
weird.
that. Yeah, but some people
Don't make
some
it
people
weird.
do that. And so, but I'm saying that I feel like having that open dialogue and understanding like how they felt about me leaving without saying nothing, it made me feel like, oh, maybe maybe I am the problem. Like, I just dipped for a few years and
This
didn't say anything.
and
So, yeah.
right, and I sit here and I laugh, but like I ain't tell nobody I got married. I did ghetto. I think I just sent pictures of my ring to people, like my
Really?
hand,
Was it
or
a ring?
I did something random.
No, it was from the actual was it courthouse?
Oh yes,
Yeah, that's what she said.
yeah, I did that.
Yeah.
I just told them I was there. Yeah, I mean like
But do
reading
you feel
between the lines.
but do you feel like I feel like a lot of that stems from, like, the way we were raised. I feel like it's people I mean, they know
Yeah,
now, but for the longest, people didn't know I was married. They saw an engagement, and then that was
Yeah.
it. Y'all lucky y'all
that's
saw
true.
that. And so
I know
I
she changed
just
her name. She
so
changed her
I don't
name,
know.
and then everybody started asking. She was like, "I wouldn't just change my name for the fun of it."
Yeah,
I was
and some
like,
people were like, "Oh, some people do that when they get engaged." No, I'm Destiny McCoy into that paper at the courthouse. It changed or whatever, however the process went, child. So I
that
just
part.
feel like, I don't know, but I feel like I also have like with going back to the being an intentional friend. I've had to learn. Like I had to go and ask my friend, "Hey, am I being a good friend to you?" Like when she had a baby,
Mhm.
"Am I being a good friend to you? Like I'm supposed to be your kid's aunt, black people." I'm the
Yeah.
aunt.
The-
And so I'm like, am I supposed to do more? And she was kind of like Monique, like, no. Like what
right?
more am I supposed to do, But I felt the need to ask because I felt like I would want somebody to be there for me if I was going through that by myself. Like, but she wasn't by herself, but you get what I'm saying. Like, she the
Yeah.
only mom. We out taking shots, having fun, and she at home with her kids. So I didn't want her to feel like we just forgot about her. And so it
Yeah.
was a
Yeah.
transition, especially like now me becoming a mom. It's like, oh, then it made me feel even worse. Like, dang, and she done threw me a whole baby shower. She did her thing too, and I'm like, I mean, I did go to her baby shower. I bought her baby some stuff, and I did the things. But I just felt like as a friend, sometimes I just looked at it as it's just my friend. Like I never took it
Yeah.
as serious,
Yeah.
especially because we didn't grow up seeing mama have all these friends. Look, a friend was just a
True.
friend, child. I don't know.
That part. And then
I
half
didn't
the
see
time the
it.
friends
I
is
didn't know.
fake.
Right.
And that I don't be
Mhm.
having time with at all. None at all. But I think that's like maybe okay, so this could be y'all know I'm an overthinker. Okay, been there, done that, still do it. But I feel like maybe it's really boiling down to the way that some people want to be a friend and then making sure you're not stepping over your friend's boundaries because like things have clearly changed between us,
Yeah.
right? Like we have kids, but it's cool because then some of the conversations we have do revolve around our kids. And so sometimes I think I be in my head because I'm like, well, I just want to acknowledge Mo outside of because we get stuck in these titles, and I'm like, I'm not just Brittany with the kids though. Like I'm
Right.
way more than that. And then who would have thought me out of our group? Who would have thought that I would have had the most kids? Not
No,
I.
for real.
Definitely thought Shauna was gonna outdo me,
Yeah.
and she is step your
Monique.
game up, girl. And so it's just crazy that the only time I feel like we interact with each other is like Friendsgiving,
Or
Galentine's.
meetup.
Yeah. And then outside of that, it's like you could be going through the roughest time up until I see you
We know.
in November.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be crazy. So I feel like maybe it's just a lot of overthinking. And I feel like we out here having like a heart to heart of our friendship on the internet. That's crazy work. But here we are. Of being more like both being more of well, I'm working on trying to do what you have said, which is to be more of an intentional friend.
I said that and still I did that for what? 2 weeks?
I know, but life happens, and I haven't gotten
Right.
offended. You know who else I feel like I do this with? Keisha Scott. Keisha Jones. I be trying to
Yeah.
put people married name. Yes, Keisha Scott Jones, okay? I feel like she is also a person, she surprises the mess out of me because when she asked me to be in her wedding, I was like, me? you want me to be in your wedding? I couldn't even tell you the last time like we had been in the same space because even when I came home, she lived closer to San Antonio. So it wasn't like I was able to like link up with her. And I was like, oh my God, she want me. I was so honored. Like she don't even know. And so she's also like another person where I'm like, I wonder if she really be out here like, nah, Brittany a real friend, or she just, or saying because I've known you for so long and you seem cool, like I'm gonna reach out to you. I'm gonna have to call her. Now I'm just out here. I gotta follow up on all my friendships.
I feel like for me, and I can't speak for Keisha, but I'm kind of like what Mo said, like when life is going to shit, I don't think baby, I'm calling doors, I'm calling Dara, I'm calling on the Lord. I don't think to call my friend, and maybe it is because, and not to say like I don't call my friends for advice or talk to them about things I'm going through, but I don't ever think of it as I was going through the worst thing in my life and my friend never called, or I don't know. Maybe I just lied a little bit because I had a situation with one friend while I've been pregnant and that pissed me off. But that's different because they should know better.
She's gonna have that baby and still feel the same way.
No, we don't talk now. But I was ready to just be like, but I have to just understand that we all have our own lives going on, and I try not to hold everything over a friend's head. Like, I'm not expecting my friend to like pull me out of real life situations. Yes, can they be there for me to a shoulder to cry on, somebody to vent to, but at the end of the day, that I don't really expect them to make a miracle happen in my life. If I done lost my job, girl, how am I pay my bills? I'm not expecting them to pay my bills or nothing like that. So I don't know.
Oh, I think we see so much of that stuff on TV that we think that that's how real life is supposed to go. It's like half the stuff you see on TV, I ain't never done in real life. My friends ain't never came over for breakfast before work and stuff like that. Like
Right.
that type of stuff you see on TV is not not in the
Realistic.
South. Like we don't do that down here.
No.
Maybe they do that up north somewhere, but we don't do that down here. So it's kind of like I don't expect certain things out of my friend. Like,
Watch, I'm gonna show up to her house.
I'm looking for Tammy, Rochelle, my granny, like those people. I'm not looking for my friends to come save me. I don't know if that's a bad thing or
I don't think it's a bad thing. Unless
a lot of the
you be
time,
like, I done saved you.
A lot of times I call my friends after I'd already figured it out.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
girl, you won't believe what happened.
You should do this for me. Like, no, it's not tit for tat. It's just you do friends because they're your friend.
Yeah. And most people don't do that though.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what it is too, because that's not, because that's not me. That would be a straight lie if I would have said what I just said, because that stuff be on the internet. How people be like, yeah, me and my friend, and then I screwed her ex-boy. Baby,
what?
Don't come over here with your love and hip hop mess. Take that back down the street.
Yeah, we ain't doing that.
It's surprisingly.
See,
people
now
I worked with that I became like real cool with.
Ghetto.
It's like, do you want to beat me or you like my life or something? Like what's going on here?
That's weird.
Like,
I don't think I've ever had a jealous friend. And if I did, she don't exist no more. I don't know her.
Right.
She not here today. But I don't know if I've ever had or somebody do me dirty.
I have.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting. So I think I'm good on friendships. I've been very intentional. End the podcast.
All right. All right.
To the conclusion, I've been out here killing friendships.
I feel like being an intentional friend. I feel like being an intentional friend is like something that you really like. I've had to like with me and Bria and Kayla and like I like my big like the whole friend group. We're like y'all. We'll do the Friendsgiving, especially like we don't all live in this. Clearly, I live in a whole nother state, so we literally have to plan. So it's usually a holiday or something like that where we get together. And even my friend Jada, her birthday finna come up. She's sending me the RSVP, knowing I can't go. And she's like, I just didn't want you to, like you're still the
And look
friend, and
out.
I'm on the
Yeah.
list. She still sends it anyways, and I'm like, "Oh, well, thank you for thinking of me, but I ain't coming, right?" And
Right.
so, but even with like simple phone calls, like at least once a week, me, Bria, and Kayla try to do the group FaceTime thing, or I'll talk to Kevin a few days a week or something like that. But it has to be very intentional. Get back to me after April and tell me if I talk to them every week. 'Cause now I'm a mama.
Yeah,
I don't
once
want
that
to talk.
baby comes.
So,
And see, I think that's gonna be something different for you too. Like once you actually have the baby, it's
hmm
like you're gonna want your friends, but at the same time, you know that you're in the house and you can't go do anything. So
Yeah.
it's like, do I reach out to them or do I just, wait to see if they gonna reach out to me, if they gonna,
yeah. But I
So
can't
pretty
say
much
I
we
think
all
I got pretty lucky though with having friends. Like Bria, she'll be like, or I was in here sad, whatever I was going through. It was the hormones. And I was like, I don't like to put my stuff off on people. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. If I'll just call my mama or
right.
somebody. I don't
Yeah.
know. And she was like, no, you can call me. And I'm like, she was like, no, for real, Destiny. Like, call me. And I'm like, she was like, even if you have to call every day, that's fine. If I can't talk, then I'll just call you back. And I was just like, okay. I still
Then
ain't did it, but it's nice to know that I can.
Right.
So,
yeah.
Think that's how I am. It's like, no, I'm not gonna bother y'all. Like, I'm fine.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
see, that's a but okay, so this is me. This is just me, y'all. So I have one friend that if she don't text me, I already know something up. And I
Mm.
think maybe it's your friends better than you do. Like, I'll say out of our friend group, I always be like, Monique is the most loyal person you could ever meet. And I knew that about her when we met in middle school. And it was just the way like she handled all her friendships. So if we have a certain situation where she was friends with one person, I was not friends with, and not being friends with her, like because I was avoiding her, I just didn't know her. But I think Monique handled the situation well. It never made me feel like, oh, you're taking her side or you're going to make me feel bad about a situation. She would just be very honest about it. And then she was just like, this is where I'm at. And if homegirl or myself was tripping, like she would tell you like, y'all tripping, like that's stupid. And then she just go on by her day.
I'll be having time.
Right, exactly.
Right.
Which was totally fine with me because again, bubbly personality, I don't have time for this either. So I always was like, if anything was to ever, I always felt like if I was out, I would go anywhere with Monique. I'd go to the hood with Monique. Why? Because do we want to fight? Do we want to have guns drawn on us? Do we want to be in the hood? Absolutely not. But there are certain people that you quote unquote call your friend, and you know that if any given reason something does happen, you turn around, they already ran away. What? You left me? Matter of fact, I drove. How you leave me? And I was like, I don't ever feel like Monique would do that. And then we've also been in a group where things have happened within the group. And I still am like, and Monique just be like, yeah, it's cool. I don't care. I'm like, she stayed on her side. Y'all stayed on your side. It's all good in the
hmm
neighborhood. Yeah, and it's worked out. Now I've seen her mean streak, and I was like, definitely don't want to be on that side of things either, because that was crazy work. That locker room seen some things.
Had you
Never want
ever
to be in
had
there.
to? Had you ever have
Huh?
to like set certain boundaries within your friends that made y'all not be friends anymore?
Um,
Say that
yeah.
more.
Or not as
What was
close
the
as
question?
y'all? Like you had to set certain boundaries of being like, okay, this is where I am in my life right now, and so it kind of changes the dynamics, I guess,
Dynamic.
of the friendship. So did that make that
Not
friend like go away or?
not so much of
Hmm.
this is where I am in life. It was more so of I don't like how this went. And so
Mm.
we can be cool, but it'll never be like it was before type thing.
Ooh. Yeah.
Like so it's like
Oh,
setting
see,
a boundary,
I
but it's
can't do
like
that. We either locked in or we ain't. Oh,
See, and you know what? But I think okay, I'll say this. I think it's interesting because if you from Lamar, you gonna understand exactly what I'm saying. If you not, y'all just try to follow along, okay? So out here, you have one middle school, one high school. You got like 6 elementaries though. So everybody already had their group of friends, and then we came to one middle school, and then we all, like, certain of us started playing sports, some of us was in drill team, whatever the case may be. So I felt like you ended up making these, like, your group, but then you had like these interesting weird pockets of other friendships. So I think along the way we learned to work within our main group and subgroups of friends. And then sometimes your subgroups came with your main group, or then sometimes something was popping off with the subgroup that you ain't even know about. Then they try to bring it to the main group, and then you be the one, because like usually we the chill ones. So then you sitting there like, how she even get over here? Like, what is popping off?
Girl, where you come from?
Right. So I want to say, without really having to think about it, we just learned how to navigate like the main group, subgroups of friends. And so it was just like, if y'all two figured that out and that's how y'all gonna work out that dynamic, then just make sure that stays cordial, and then the rest of us, we follow suit on that, so we don't force anyone to do or say any more than they gonna say. And then it's funny because then we also get called out in the group. Like, they'll be like, well, Brittany ain't gonna respond to that, and I didn't. Matter of fact, y'all was on Do Not Disturb that day because y'all sent a few, and I was trying to get Deuce to sleep. But
Valentine's?
Yeah. And I was like, yeah. And then Monique will be the first one to let you know she ain't coming. Nah, I can't do that because I need this. I'd be like, girl, go ahead and let us know then. I'm the one that I sit and ponder. Let me figure some things out. So I don't think we've ever had to like talk about it. We just learn how to navigate within it, I guess.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
I get that, because my friends have other friends too, and it's not like we get around each other and be like, "Who that? Why you bring her over here, girl?" We
Right.
first of all, we 30 years old. I'm gonna need you to grow up.
Yeah. Me in the group was like, who's it?
You didn't put it in the group text. Yeah.
You gotta warn us. Like, you can't just bring people around.
Oh no,
like,
for sure, warn us. For sure.
Oh yeah.
But like, don't just randomly bring them around. But I'm saying, like, I know that they have other friends, so if they bring them around, it's not like, who is that? And it's just, it just kind of is what it is. But it never changed the dynamic of our friendship.
Yeah.
I feel like that's
Which
the
I
true
think
friend.
is important.
Yeah.
I think if something on the outside changes your dynamic, then I don't really know how good of a friendship that was to begin with. Because I've definitely been in situations where I have literally been stunned. Like, I've been caught off guard where I was like, I didn't even know y'all was beefing. And they like, you friends with both of them. I had no idea that y'all didn't like each other.
We had that situation in our friend.
I know. And then I'd be like, well, how did that even happen? I always feel like I'm lost, but I'm also the person that don't be I literally live in my own bubble, in my own reality. You and Sydney and somebody else will always tell me, how you not know Ashley Brown, Ashley Cole. Gotta give people they married last name.
See, I didn't know you was friends with them like that.
Really?
To the baby shop. I'm like, oh. Okay.
And then, but I will say this: I've had a lot of. I think have a lot of friends. I always used to say I didn't have a lot of friends, but then I feel like, like you say, as you've gotten older, like I've reconnected with different people on different things. So I feel like Sydney and we talk. Like, I didn't talk to Sydney when I lived in Virginia. Like, couldn't even tell you what homegirl was doing. Didn't even know she had that baby. When I found out Sydney had a baby, I think she was on her second one, and I was like, Sydney Green? Like, that we went to school with? No freaking way. And I done told her that to her face. So now it's on the internet. Don't nobody come judging our friendship, okay? But it was like, whoa, that's interesting. So when I moved back, actually when I lived in South Carolina, she was doing some of the fitness things. And I think once I moved back, then it was just like, well, now I'm gonna come train with you. And then we kind of just like picked up. Yeah. And then it just kind of picked up the friendship. And most of us remember, like, I went through elementary through high school with Ashley. So that was just normal. And half the time, I don't know why people thought we was related. I was like, me and Ashley do not look that much alike. But everyone had. Well, see, she's done. But I just
Could be a cousin.
we could probably be cousins. But I feel like I just have formula. I don't want to say formulate. That sounds weird. But I feel like I have just found my people.
Right.
And the people that want to be intentional with me, I have done back. I feel like even in our group, there's more people that want to be intentional than others. They're finding whatever works for them in our group. And then I'm learning, I'm like, yeah, and I'm content with that. Like, you don't hurt my feelings that you talk to one more than you talk to me. I don't care if you texting
Right.
the other person solo dolo, then you texting in the group. You're not phasing me, not one bit at all. And
But
I
I
think
also feel like any friend that feel that entitled to a friend, baby, you need a life. Need a life.
true,
You
'Cause you
got
don't
too
have
much
a
time on your
partner.
hands.
very true.
That's just me though.
And I got a whole man. If I'm talking to you more than I'm talking to him, we got a problem.
All
Right.
right, girl, please.
Now
Go
the whole
away.
group do need to have a conversation on that.
But I think that's another thing why our group don't like certain people are in relationships. We didn't even know they was in relationships. Like everybody has something, whether if it's a relationship, kids, work, extracurricular activities,
Yeah.
kids, like it's always something going on. So it's like trying to still squeeze that friend group in to let y'all know, hey, I ain't forget about y'all.
Yeah.
Life been life, and pretty much.
So what y'all gonna do to be more intentional?
Like I said, I intended on reaching out to everybody. I wanted it to be a daily thing. Like I said, I did that for like 2 weeks, and then life started life, and then it was like, it's Valentine's already.
Yeah.
Dang.
We already in the second month of the year. Yeah.
Right.
Crazy. About to
But
be
I
in the
feel
third.
like it's gonna take everybody within the friend group to do that. Like Monique can't be the
Yeah.
only one.
But
Yeah.
I don't see everybody doing that.
But I think that's where them solo dolo texts come in. Cause I think I won't say that's the problem, but I think when you have a group and then you have one person wanting to be intentional and you find the other person that's being intentional, you can't really force everybody else to be on the same page. So if we're content and you love the friend group as it is and how much you're communicating or not communicating, I'm happy for you. And don't get me wrong, I don't want to hang out. No, don't take this wrong. I don't want to hang out with y'all every day.
I can hang out with you every day.
I'm tired. I'm tired now. So, but I think when you find the person, even if it's in a group, like you say, Brie and Kayla, y'all probably a little bit more closer than everyone else. And that's not saying that you won't call them or y'all not close. I think everybody just know what a friendship is. Like, let's be real. Me and Brittany Mullins, like this. If you saw Brittany then you saw Brittany Mullins when we were growing up. That's just how it was. I remember playing Mostly used to always say, hey, Brittany, and then be like, not you, that one.
Yeah.
And she used to be so upset with that.
I was tired of seeing Brittany Mullins.
Right. Brittany Mullins pretty much became the third sister. And so that's just kind of how things played out. And I think as we got older, like even her and I, we kind of had our own spats and we went away and then we came back and then the group did its thing. And so I think when you realize like where your friendships are, I think maybe that's just you being intentional with those people for wherever they want to meet you at. And if you okay with not speaking so much with somebody else, then let that be cool. But sometimes I be wondering if it's because somebody doing something you don't want somebody else to know about. That be me. Cause sometimes and this is not saying in this particular group, cause I don't want nobody being like, oh, you know them five. Yeah, look at that. They got something going on. Don't be reading too much into it, Lamarck Nosies. Cause y'all love to post some stuff on Facebook. But just in friendships in general, it can be very interesting when somebody I feel like does fade off because they're doing something they are not ready to share with you.
Right.
Or at some point, for whatever reason, they're not finding you trustworthy with that bit of information. And that to me is sometimes when I'm like, I'm backing out. That I will back out on that. When I feel like I can't trust you or share something with you because you fit to go share it with your other subgroup, we're done. You're done. I'm out. And that's okay. I'll call my sister next time. See? This is why we just call Darce. Because who she gonna tell?
Exactly.
The Lord, you already know. You already know I dropped her as a friend.
Exactly. He saw it coming.
Don't know how it lasted that long. So do you feel like it is like a trust thing? Like, do you feel like you can't share something with a friend, but y'all staying friends anyways?
No, I'm pretty, you know me, I'm pretty much
Yeah.
open. Like, I'm gonna say whatever. Y'all like it, I like it. You don't, you don't.
Yeah.
That's
I
me.
That's
mean,
what it is.
right. It happened or it's gonna happen and we're not gonna change it. So,
Yeah.
like, okay, yeah, I feel how you. But I think the thing that I'm kind of like done with is like trying to force friendships to stay intact. Like,
Gotcha.
if we drifting away, that's what it is. If we can come back together, then cool. But if
Yeah.
not, then like I had one of my closest friends, at some point after I had my first baby, we just fell off. Like no communication, no nothing. Like what happened? Because like you saw her, you saw me type.
Yeah.
It's just like all of a sudden there was no communication. Like I don't even have her number,
Oh,
or if I do have it, she don't respond.
right.
So I don't even bother texting or calling no more because
Yeah.
even steal her number type thing. So it's like I'm done pretty much like trying to reach out to people when they don't care to reach
Do
out
the
to me.
same.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe everybody got their role in the friendship too. Cause I ain't gonna lie to you. If Tiffany ain't sending these text messages out, we probably would have
Tiffany is like the mama of the group. Look, I'm playing in this. This is what we gonna do. How many of y'all participate?
Yeah.
Type thing.
We probably wouldn't have no Galentine's to be real. Tiffany is the ringleader. We'll go ahead and put that out there. Anytime y'all see us on Facebook together, more than likely Tiffany has orchestrated that. Good job, Tiffany.
A month in advance.
A month in
2
advance.
months in advance.
Yeah.
I know y'all got to get time to get stuff together. So
Yeah.
it's early, but this is this. Like, all right, girl. I got
Yeah.
time to go buy an outfit. I got time to whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she's gonna let us know if we supposed to wear a certain color too. Like we don't come up with this stuff as a collective group. We just agree or disagree.
These are our options. Whoever agrees most, that's what we going with type thing. Okay.
Yeah. And that's just kind of how it falls into place. So maybe, maybe at the end of the day, being the friend that you want to be is just all you need to do. And then if somebody's going to reciprocate that, then that's going to be fine. And if you feel like your friend isn't, then being vocal and like what you want out of that friendship.
Right.
But you can't make somebody do something within the friendship that they don't want to do. Like,
You can't make nobody be there.
right? Like if I don't want to respond in the text message, I ain't gonna respond. You can't make me.
Right.
But
My
half the
phone.
time it's just because I read it and I forgot to respond.
That.
Yeah.
This Apple Watch. Messages go to my watch and I'll never see it on my phone. So it's like, girl, I didn't know you text me.
Yes.
So like 5 hours later.
I know, and they be like, she just didn't want to respond. No, I popped the boob in this baby mouth, and I meant to respond, but then I forgot. Now it's 2 days later, and I'm like, do you really want to know my response? I feel like y'all already told me what's happening. So anytime I screenshot my phone and it say, you have 52 messages, that's not multiple people. That is one group, and I just have not gotten caught up.
Girl. And my phone be on do not disturb, so there's that.
That part. And that's half
All
the
the
problem,
time.
too. This is why I didn't know Monique was on her way
Or outside.
or outside, because my phone was on. But we made it nonetheless. Okay, people, we made it nonetheless. So I
What
don't
you
know if I
done
said
with?
what I would be done with. I don't know. This is interesting. I think I'll be done with playing in my head how people either view me as a friend or where I think I stand in the friendship with someone. Just had a conversation. Yeah. Especially if you're like me where you've left and you've moved away, or like maybe it's been some time between you and the friend. Just have a conversation. Just hit them up, and if they reach out, y'all talk about it. And then if not, like she say, F them. Nah,
You know?
No, for
yeah,
real.
this is just where we are, and that's okay. Oh, cool.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I
I think
can
I'm gonna reach
agree.
out. I think I'm gonna reach out more.
I can agree. And I think I can add that I feel like for me, I can stop because I feel like sometimes I'm the type of friend that I feel like I guess I would limit the type of friend that I want to be based on how I think they're gonna take it. So I think I can
Mm,
shift be the type of friend that I wanna be, and if they like it, they like it. If they don't, then okay, cool.
You don't.
But I feel like a lot of the time, well, now I have my friends, and I look, what you see is what you get. But I feel like in the past with my friends that I have now, I was a lot of the times just have this preconceived notion of how I feel like they're gonna take whatever I wanna do or say, and so I would, like, shy away from it. But instead, I don't know, I feel like I should just be who it is I'm gonna be and let everything else fall
Yeah.
into place.
Oh,
Amen.
matter of fact, I have that shirt on today. Oh, wait, no. It says you're enough today. Never mind, wrong shirt. But I think it says "be you" on the back. But it's right. You
She
are
was on
enough.
to something.
Yeah,
Friends like it, they like it. They don't, they don't.
they don't. And
They'll be
that's
all right.
okay. God made a lot of people. Your people is out there. And if they ain't
Right.
it, let them go. And if they acting ghetto, they're done. Cut them off.
And then remember, quality over quantity. You don't need all them
Why?
friends.
You know I don't.
Just need a select few that's it this
That part. Because I
Exactly.
don't have time. I can't keep up with all them emotions.
Mm-mm.
And all my friends, at least all my friends got at least one kid. That's enough. I'm tired of going to Chuck E. Cheese.
What?
Girl, you like pizza.
Right? Says the person that got the most kids in the group.
Exactly. And your daughter just had her birthday at Chuck E. Cheese.
It's what we tied.
Depends on the day of the week.
Depends on that. Yeah, that is true. But yeah, this was cool. I enjoy having you on the podcast. You
Yeah,
should
you gotta
come
come
back.
back.
She be having stuff to say, y'all. She's just in here trying to act modest. We're going to get you on a topic that you can just let loose.
I was like, "Cool, Kenneth, I don't talk. How you gonna be on the podcast? You don't even talk." I do.
You do if somebody, we got to give you something to talk about. She not going
Right.
to open up just to open up. She will sit there and look at you.
Listen,
Yeah.
listen and give feedback.
But it's just like, Monique just be like, I be chilling. She just usually don't ever seem phased by nothing. I be like, I don't know. I know when she mad. I know that. And you don't want to be on that side, people. I'm just
Not
saying.
as bad as I used.
No. I told you that. I said, I think you way calm. I said, them kids done did something to her.
They
But
go to jail. I got kids.
this is true.
I'm crying.
Like, yes, we'll have to have you back.
Well, I would love to come back.
Yeah. So start thinking about your topic now.
Okay.
And then remember what's on your shirt when you come in. And then we can be ready to
Yeah, this
go.
was fun.
Yes.
This was
Well,
cool.
It's good to see
You
you,
waiting?
Destiny.
You too,
yeah.
girl.
Yeah, she's an April baby.
I
Oh,
am.
really? When's your birthday? April 4th?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she better not come on April 4th. You didn't hear that. I need her to stay in there.
It's a little too early.
Ooh.
A little
But
bit. Not
yes,
really.
it's not, but we gotta move and all the things. Y'all can't see it,
Yeah.
but it's a whole stack of boxes right here next to me. We got things to do.
Yeah.
So she needs to hold on. But yeah,
Keep cooking.
exactly.
All right.
But yeah, thank you
Well,
for coming, girl.
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, people, we gonna see y'all at the same time next week. Peace. Peace.
Bye.
Y'all, this light starting to get real hot.
I know. I do get hot. But I found this sweater in my closet. You know what?
Almost take your shirt off.
Find the clothes.